Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event.
Welcome back, guys, for more March Madness and our semifinal round of Venture Chiropractic's Fitness Face-Off. I'm Dr. Chris at Venture Chiropractic. Let's go ahead and get right into it again today. We're going to go into a little bit more depth again. Each round, we're going to see a little bit more from each of these different exercises to see which one might be the best one for you to try out. Remember, they're all great forms of exercise, and we'd rather you were doing anything than sitting at the couch. Rather than sitting at the couch doing nothing. So if you really like one of these, just stick to it, that's fine. But if you want an overall workout that improves cardiovascular health, strength training, balance, and skills all at the same time, we're going to look for our winner to see who we think is going to be the best one to do that for the most people. Today we're breaking down calisthenics versus weight training. This is something that I think is really an interesting challenge because calisthenics and weight training have a lot of overlap. We're seeing two methods of exercise that are very, very similar to one another in many respects, but with the major difference being calisthenics focuses primarily on body weight movements, moving your body rather than moving a weight. Weight training focuses on moving weights. These things can both give you a great workout, but we do see problems with each. In calisthenics, well, it is nice for accessibility because you really only need a floor in your body to do some great forms of movements. You do sometimes need equipment, a pull-up bar, sometimes small weights or a vest could be incorporated into workout, or resistance bands to help scale exercises, whether that's to make them easier or harder. Different pieces of equipment like dip bars or parallettes, maybe even just squat boxes and jumping units could be used. But that's still a relatively small amount of equipment when we talk about the sheer massive weights that some people do need to get into to get fantastic workouts. So there's a little bit more cost and a little bit more equipment usually involved in weight training or gym membership, so that you don't have to buy all that on your own. For a few of these reasons, it's really interesting to focus on the fact that when I tend to see people get into trouble with their workouts, when workouts are actually causing injuries or problems for them, one of the major factors involved in many of those is that they're just overloading the weight. They're not controlling the movement as well as they should. And so virtually always, when we're trying to get people out of pain here at Venture, we're reducing the resistance that they're using. We're lowering the weights that they're using till they can learn to control that movement through a full range of motion using the correct joint position, the correct muscles to do it. For that reason, primarily, we are going to give this one calisthenics. If you want to really move well first with your body weight, then add resistance once you're capable of doing the movement without fatiguing. That's really the best way to get a fantastic workout in. So this one goes to calisthenics. Next up, we've got yoga versus HIIT style training. Now this is really, this is kind of a tough one here because again, we can apply these to different types of exercise. They're not solely all about themselves. There's lots of different styles of yoga, okay? We have relaxation-based yoga. We have pregnancy-friendly yoga. We have yoga that bases itself more on powerful movements and athleticism. So there's a lot of variety to that. When we talk about HIIT style training or interval training, it can be applied to cardio, it can be applied to strength training, but I do think that there's some important factors here as a general system. This can mean so many things. It's amorphous, you need guidance on it. Yoga does tend to provide that guidance in the form of yoga classes, whether you're going to an actual studio and learning from an instructor, or whether you're reading or learning from a video DVD series or online. You're typically getting that instruction. I do tend to see people get into a little bit of trouble when they're on their own without following a decent HIIT style program or learning from an expert. That lack of guidance sometimes gets people in trouble. They work themselves too hard. They gas their form because this is an amazing workout that will get you tired fast. But when you work out in a fatigue state, you can be often prone to injury. And I think that's something that when we see people getting injured during their workouts here, we know there's something going wrong. For that reason, I'm going to give this round to yoga because you can perform it in an intense form. It can actually make you sweat. Most people are surprised about that, but it is a fantastic workout when done properly and with the goals you have in mind. So this one goes to yoga. That's it for our semifinals today, guys. We hope that you're excited about next week's face-off. We're going to go real in-depth on calisthenics versus yoga to see who's our overall winner in general exercise and fitness for everyone. Make sure if you don't want to miss that, you hit the notification button below, comment, see if you disagree with any of our decisions so far. Let's start a little bit of conversation. And remember, we're always here at Venture Chiropractic to help you move better, feel better, be a better you.